In this video, we're going to be solving simultaneous equations by subtracting. So our steps for this, we label our equations. We then subtract the equations to eliminate a variable, so we'll only have one thing that we don't know left. We then solve for the first variable, and then whatever that answer is, we sub that answer into equation 1 to find the other variable. And our final step for all of our simultaneous equations is we should always check in equation 2. So step 1, we've got an example here. Let's label our equations. So label this equation 1 and this equation 2. Now we're going to subtract these equations to eliminate a variable. The reason why this works is if you notice you've got a 2x in the first equation and you've got a 2x in the second equation. So if you take one away from the other, they will disappear because 2x taken by 2x is 0. So let's draw our line underneath, just like a chimney sum. Write our subtract in to remind ourselves we're subtracting each variable from the one above. So 2x take away 2x is nothing, it disappears. 3y take away 2y, you're left with a single y. We've got our equal sign, and 580 take away 500 is 80. So we've got our answer, y equals 80. There was no need to go any further or solve because we've got y on its own there. If there was more to do, we might have to divide across by a number to get y on its own. But we've already got our answer, y is 80. So to find x, sub y equals 80 into equation 1. And I'm going to write out equation 1 again. 2x plus 3y equals 580. And I am substituting in y is 80, so I'll be subbing it in here. So 2x plus 3 times by 80 equals 580. So 2x plus 3 times by 80 is 240. You're allowed to use your calculator if you would like to keep your number work right. That equals 580. Subtract 240 from both sides. We're wanting to get x in its own. So you're left with 2x, 240 take away 240 disappears, 580 take away 240 leaves you with 340. And again, you can check that with your calculator. I'm going to get x in its own, so our final step is we divide by 2 on both sides, and we're left with x equals 2 goes into 340, 170 times. And again, use your calculator to check if you're not sure. So we've got our two answers, y is 80 and x is 170. The final thing I'm going to do is just check that my answer is definitely right. So I'm going to do my check. And I'm going to use equation 2 to check. So I'm going to write that out. 2x plus 2y equals 500. Let's substitute in both our values. So 2 times by 170 plus 2 times by 80 equals 500. And if you're using your calculator, you can do that. So 2 times by 170 is 340. 2 times by 80 is 160. And if we add those two together, 340 plus 160 gives us 500. And that means we know we're definitely right. 500 does equal 500. So that's you.